When the full moon shines in Taurus, sensuality reigns, bringing to our emotions the stability of Earth before she begins to wane. So use the bull to see yourself steadfast, to keep you grounded as you grow. And remember, you can always find new treasures, even while you let go. Are you ready to make a genuine, intentional change? Welcome to the Magic is Messy podcast. Welcome, sisters and misters, witches and wizards, to all the boys, girls, diamonds and pearls, friends, lovers, sisters and brothers. Welcome back to the Magic is Messy podcast, your favorite moon-minded, witchy, wonderful podcast. That is right. My name is Kitty D, your host, and you are awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate your time, your effort, your support, your love, your vibe, and all that jazz. Thank you so much, ladies and gents, for being here. I appreciate your energies, chickadees. So I am super psyched, I'll say, right out of the gate. I'll say I'm super psyched because this is my full moon, boo. The full moon in Taurus is coming for you. Me as a Taurus sun, I'm feeling it and it feels good. I personally think that this little moon, this axis, if you will, this opposition in the sky up above is a nice little gift as we slip into Scorpio season, or shadow work season, I should say, into the darkness, if you will, my dear. But we'll get into that here in just a moment because I am psyched to, why don't you slide right into the sensuality of the supermoon. This is our last supermoon, ladies and gents, for quite a while. And this is, because it's a supermoon, you're going to be feeling the feels even more than usual. And considering that we are on the axis of the fixed earth Taurus and the fixed water Scorpio, there's going to be emotions anyway. So just be on the lookout, be aware that you may be feeling this desire, this need to be working with this energy because it's kind of deep. Yeah, we go deep and we don't get no sleep. And if you don't get any sleep during this full moon, it's because your body, your physical body with the fixed earth of Taurus is craving for you to go deep, if you will. Go deep with your badass. Dig it? Dig it. All right. But before I go full bull on yo badass, I would like to scream out a few shout outs if you don't mind. First of all, I would love to say thank you, and I'm honored. It was an absolute pleasure to have all the readings I did within the last week. To Debbie and Joan, Nessa, Shelly, Simona, Heidi, and Aurora, just to name a few. Be-do, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to read for you. You can sign up for your own tarot reading, 30 minutes, 60 minutes in your email inbox at magicismessy.com if you want to get a little kickstart on your shadow work or whatever you need. I got you. Also, for those that reached out on the Spotify comments, in my DMs, reached out on the website form, the contact form on the website, I just want you to know that you are appreciated, your energy is seen, you are acknowledged, and I am very appreciative and grateful that you took the time out to reach out. So thank you. Dig it? Okay, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. And the bass keeps running. And we're not running necessarily, we're like charging. Speaking of running, we're charging beaches into this peak lunation in the sign of the bull. The strong, stable, stubborn, secure Taurus. Here to illuminate what we have, what we value, and also what we hold on to. Hold on for one more day. Only one more day. This is coming out on Tuesday, and tomorrow's the full moon, so you can only hold on for one more day, baby. I didn't know that was going to work out in the timing, but cool. Where Taurus is all about what we have and what we're holding on to, right? We are across from Scorpio on the oppositional axis on the zodiac wheel. And Scorpio is not what we hold on to, but what we release. And in that release, what creates a transformation and a transmutation, a shift in our energy because we are letting go of what we know is old news, booze. As I mentioned, Taurus, a fixed earth sign, they love to live in the lap of luxury. And I'm speaking from experience. Yes, don't you know? As it is ruled by Venus, and we just got out of Libra season, and we went into Libra, Venus, the beauty, the finding the beauty and everything, where Libra finds the beauty and everything and all that jazz. Like Taurus loves to live, like, bathe in all of that beauty type of a vibe, right? And bathe, we'll get into some moon bath jazz here in a little bit, but because it is ruled by Venus, Taurus really, my OG Aphrodite, right? Venus Aphrodite, we talked about that as well. My OG Aphrodite, that vibration is a lovely lunation to slip into your sensual nature, into your sensuality, the bodily pleasures of our world, of our reality. The touch, the taste, the hear, the see, the feel, for real. The bull, my bull, this bull, desires physical comfort, ease, and beauty. And like I said, the earthly bodily pleasures that we can plug into. And also like the things that make us hard, the things that make it hard to move from the nurturing nest we've created. Notes, everybody notes. The things, they are so into earthly pleasures and all the things that make it hard to move from your nurturing nest, which is exactly why Taurus can be seen as stubborn. It's the steadfast Taurus, right? Digging your heels in kind of a vibe. But don't get me wrong, like, just because you think Taurus is stubborn and because they get a bad reputation about being stubborn, it also, what it means to me is I'm not necessarily stubborn. Like, I will change. Don't get me wrong. I will change with the best of them. Make a genuine, intentional change. I will work my motherfucking magic. But it has to be on my terms. Like, I don't like being rushed. I don't like being told to do a certain decision, right? I want to make my magic on my own terms, and I want to play my own game. Like, I'm open to change, but in my own game, right? That's kind of the vibe that we're looking at when it comes to Taurus. But the bull, because they like this luxury, they can easily get caught up in the comforts of life, the comfort zone, so to speak. They like to hold on to things, material things, physical things, relationships, things that play out in our physical world. They like to hold on to not just, emotional things, sure, but they like to hold on to actual physical things. And they also like to really hold on to their comfort zone, which, if you've been listening to any of these episodes, the comfort zone is actually really motherfucking uncomfortable. It is. And the reason that I love this lunation is because the Taurus and the Scorpio axis, because the bull really likes that luxury, likes that comfort zone, and the oppositional axis of Scorpio Sun rolls in and gives us the opportunity, when we mix these sun and moon oppositions, it gives us the opportunity to make major transformational changes in a safe, solid, secure space of self-worth, right? Where Scorpio is the surrender, Taurus is the stability. Where Scorpio is the evolution, Taurus is the comfort. So we can evolve in a comfortable space. Where Scorpio is the depth, Taurus is the luxury to be more comfortable while we dive deep. I hope that connects to all of y'all's, because this super full moon boom is kind of like, like I'm talking about comfort and ease and evolution and stability, luxury and depth. Like, I want you to think about this. If you were to see a visual, this moon to me represents like a mega big supermoon spotlight in a velvet covered room, right? Like soft and deep and sexy, and the surroundings are just luxurious. And we're utilizing this comfortable space in order to illuminate what we've been hiding. We're allowing our skeletons to come out and play, chickaday. The shadows and things you've been running away from and straight up motherfucking ignoring, right? Your shadows have entered the chat. Boom, bat, bat, kitty, 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 dat. And it's kind of like this sensual space between the garden in the underworld, like the Persephone myth and all of that, the Hades. The Scorpio darkness is the Hades, and a god that you can work with during Scorpio season is Hades. And you can work with Persephone on the other side, like she is the goddess of spring, and the full new moon in Taurus is in the spring. So you can pull in Persephone and Hades and work with that axis. Whatever feels good to you, this axis provides a space for you to luxuriously let go, because you get to do the grimy work, and it is an honor to be given this opportunity to make a motherfucking mess. In the sense of like you are being given the privilege to bring this piece of yourself into your practice, your shadow side, if you will. And we're going to go a lot more into the depths of shadows here in some next episodes. But this is an honor to heal yourself with the little bit of the supermoon structure and support. So that's why I feel like this is a really awesome gift. This moon is a gift for those of us that really want a super rad jumpstart on our shadow work, on our self-worth, what we believe we deserve, right? What we value in life, and what are we holding on to that no longer fits in with our values, and what are we ready to release and purge? Because as we slip into the darkness, that's the time to do the inner work and get yourself ready for the rebirth version, the rebirth that's coming here in the Northern Hemisphere, or, every cycle has a rebirth, death into rebirth. So that's kind of what we're playing in during this lunation. Dig it. Now, I want you, please, if you would, please, Sister, Mr. Witch Wizard, go back to that room that I was talking about for a minute, like the velvet and the silk and the furry, fuzzy, soft fabrics. Throw some of those into the mix. Let's go back to this very comfortable room that is just inviting and seductive and sexy. And oh, yes, I wouldn't mind sitting here and reading a book with a nice little candle and a glass of wine, right? What does that room feel like? And what does that room look like? And imagine that this is your subconscious space. And I kind of want you to slip into this with me really quickly. Now, every time we do a pathworking practice, and we're actually going to be doing another pathworking practice on Thursday, November 5th, 6th. Thursday, November 6th at 7 p.m. CST, we'll be doing our very first, we're back at the full moon Zoom booms, ladies and gents. Witches and Wizards. I'm super, super psyched. And I know this is short notice. And if you can make it super rad awesome, it's by donation. And it is at 7 p.m. Full Moon Zoom Boom. I absolutely love these, and I'm looking forward to growing them again. But we always start with what's called a pathworking practice. And the practice of pathworking is activating and igniting your active imagination. And within that, we always start our pathworking practices in our subconscious space. So I want you to kind of create this little subconscious space, if you will, full of plants, full of life, full of light, full of, the luxuries of life, the mantles and the fireplaces, and all of the beautiful crystals and jewels, or whatever it is that makes you feel luxurious and sexy and royal, like a queen. Dig it. Right? So we've added our fluffy fabrics, and I want you to also think about like the most decadent snacks around you, right? Tauruses love them some snacks, absolute snacks and naps, by the way. Taurus, snacks and naps. Holla at your girl. But I want you to imagine like a spread of the most decadent, rich, naughty snacks on a spread surrounding you. And let's, maybe you're on a chaise longue or a big squishy sectional. Like, what does your subconscious space look like? And you are just immersing yourself in these super fuzzy feel goods of what you're creating in this space, and how stepping into that sensuality of all the taste on your tongue and all of the emotions that are igniting when these fabrics touch your skin, and just really making yourself a simmer pot of all of these feel goods. Right? There's maybe moonlight coming in through the window, and the window's open so you can see the full moonlight, and it's illuminating your skin, and it feels so good. And the wind chimes are coming in, and the symphony of cicadas are, in the background, like all of this feely stuff. A light breeze going through your hair, whatever feels good. I want you to immerse yourself in that. And like I said, make yourself a simmer pot of these feel good vibrations. And if you want to pause me right now and just really kind of sink into this, if you're not driving or what have you, if you need a break from work, feel free, just pause it, close your eyes, and just sit in this subconscious simmer pot of a space of feel good frequency. Dear listeners, that that, welcome back, by the way. If you did pause, welcome back. Or I just want you to know that what that is called embodiment. Witches and wizards, that pleasurable and playful practice is called embodiment and active imagination. And this supermoon is begging you, asking you, how does your body feel with the full moon in Taurus? How does it feel? How does it feel? Rest in peace, D'Angelo. How does your body feel with the full moon in Taurus? And while you are in this state of enjoyment and excitement and engagement and embodiment, then I want you to ask yourself, how do my emotions feel? Because that's the shadow, bringing the physical embodiment of Taurus with the darkness and shadow of Scorpio and melding them together into a puddle of luxurious let go, comfortable transformation. And honestly, like I said at the very beginning, bringing these two vibrations together, to me, take what you need and the rest you can leave. As always, witches and wizards, you know the deal. But I feel like this is a super duper real, like, full moon to be awesomely aware that it's a really rad jumpstart to your shadow work, to your self-love practice as we slip into the darkness here in the Northern Hemisphere, right? The comfortable transformation lunation. And not a lot of them are set up this cosmically cool to make some major motherfucking moves. So just take that into account as you are trying to set yourself up for success during the super full moon of Taurus. So, yeah, all right. Where am I? Where did I? Tangent, side bay. It sounds scary. I get it. It sounds scary, but allow the sensuality to help you face your fear. Right? When you stay in your body and you feel your emotions at the same time, that is like the supercharged manifestation doorway, baby. Dig it? And when you can get your vibrations and your frequencies of your body to match the frequency of your emotions, that is when shit starts to shift at a massive pace. So be ready for that. Ready to integrate, right? Appreciate, congratulate, and integrate yourself during this full moon, because we're celebrating things too, and let's celebrate that we're making moves to release shit that's no longer ours, right? Like the keeping and the purging. We're doing both at the same time, right? Like I said in the beginning, you can find new treasures even while you let go. So that's what we're doing, Kokomo. Yes. All right. So what's next? What is next? I'm going to get back on track. Diddy dat dat, kitty cat. You know what? Actually, fuck it. I'm just going to flip the script. Ooh, I just a little bit flip that script a little bit more. I feel I'm just going to intuitively, I feel like rocking a mini ritual. A mini ritual, if you will, right? Right now, because this is, I'm talking about all of this sensuality within your shadow space, right? And how can you embody that? We've already talked about the soft fabrics and creating our subconscious space, but how can you bring that subconscious space now into your real world and integrate your subconscious, your shadows, your or emotional space inside your head, your visualization station? How can you bring that into your physical world? That is what we're working on. So the sensual shadow snack practice. Let's start by setting a space, getting comfortable. Right? We're all about comfort here, comfort and uncomfort here in the full moon, super moon of Taurus. Sit down in a comfortable space, or we can make this into a bath. And I'm going to go into that in the ritual at the end. But just make sure that you are surrounded by super duper comfort. If you want to turn this into a bath, let's just start there. Let's just go right into it. The moon bath. Get some salts, get some oils, get some petals, get some smoke cleansing, all of that, and all that jazz. Get all of the good the good luxury items that make you feel just delicious. Yeah, we're living deliciously during the full moon of Taurus, right? We are blending the deliciousness of life with the self-love work of digging deep into our shadows. Rock on. I'm in it. I'm here for it. Here we grow. Now I want you to sit down in a comfy space or create a moon bath and grab some decadent morsels for your mouthpiece. Anything, like I said, that makes you feel sexy and naughty and sinful and royal and rich. Rich witch you is. And as you are in this comfortable space and feeling safe and stable and sacred with the divine feminine embodiment of Venus behind you, boo, I want you to take a bite of that decadent richness and all of those ping pongs going off in your head of how rad that feels on your tongue, how that mouthfeel is, your physical embodiment of the taste. I also want you to think about what shadow, habit, pattern, belief, thing that is heavy and no longer belongs to you, boo. What are you releasing and letting go of? So as you bite, you also think about the shadow that you are releasing and get rid of it. Say it out loud, right? And think about during this mini ritual, how you are nourishing yourself as you are releasing. You are finding new treasures even while you let go and keeping yourself grounded as you grow. And that is what this moon is all about. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Yeah. So, and also with the bath, right? And these two rituals, this one and that one, and this one and that one are going to kind of flow together. So take your notes and then come back to the notes. Pause me if you need more notes. Listen to the episode again. Thank you for listening for the first time. If you listen to it a second time, high fives, good vibes. Thank you. I appreciate your vibes. Dig it. If you're in the bath and releasing all of this, you're eating, you're embodying, and you're releasing into this bath water, you can drain the water with intention and say, incantation coming your way. Water, water down the drain, never to be seen again. What I release is no longer mine, given with gratitude to the divine. Rock on, rock on. Yeah, badass with yourself. Then when you're done with this bath, and we'll get even more into the bath if you want to create a bigger, badder, more rad space for your self-love ritual during the full moon, supermoon in Taurus. Then if you want to go even deeper, you can then go after your bath, dry yourself off, or if you've been lying in your space, your nest of blankies or super fluffy space that you created, you can embody the Taurus vibe with giving yourself a massage with a beautifully musky, earthy scented oil like patchouli or sandalwood or lang lang or something like that just grounds you, boo. That's what you're looking for, is this grounding, because you're getting deep with your Scorpio, but also remembering to be grounded in your body with Taurus. And if you want to go even deeper into this, sing, speak, or hum. We're just going to keep going deeper because that's what fixed water Scorpio is all about. So let's keep going deeper. Sing, speak, or hum your shadows and your truth, right? Open your throat chakra. The Taurus bull opens and rules the throat chakra and is all about utilizing the voice to speak your truth and be honest with yourself and the world around you. So speaking, humming, or singing, try to sing. Dig it, do it. Rad, sing it out loud. Shout it out loud. Sing it. These uncomfortable shadows, like the things you're embarrassed about or the things you usually keep quiet about. And also, okay, side bay. If you want to deep dive into what a shadow is, because a lot of people, I don't know how many people really know what shadows are. And shadows are, old things and things you're embarrassed about and things you don't want to face. That can play out and act up in your life. You react a certain way because you still hold on to this, chicken day. Because I'm aware, and even I need shadow work. Everyone needs shadow work. Hello, it's a never ending story. Shadow work, right? It just keeps coming at you, and you just have to keep doing the work and getting to a better version of yourself. But I do know that when I first started shadow work, I didn't really know where to go, how to start, what to do, be-do. So be on the lookout for our What the Fuck is Shadow Work episode coming up soon, because we are chilling in this Scorpio season. So yes, we got that coming up, and also some messy collective offerings around shadow work, like a challenge dealing with Bob. We're starting an off social media community, so I'm looking forward to inviting you all to that. Boom shakalaka shaka khan. Because sometimes, and this is also just a side bay, when you're thinking about working on things this deep and this dark with a group around you that are also working on the things that are deep and dark, sometimes it's just really nice to have something to get started in the right direction. Because sometimes all we need is like a little reflection reflection off of someone else in a group, in a squad, in a collective, in a community, in a vibe, in a frequency that are also utilizing the same energy and supporting others to be the magical motherfucking mirror we can all be for each other. Side bay, dig it, back to the ritual. Be on the lookout for all of that because I'm excited to just talk about it. It's butterflies in my belly type stuff. Back to the ritual. To go even deeper because, like I said, fixed water Scorpio. Yo, here we go. And fixed Earth Taurus. Things are going to get muddy when you mix water and mud. Water and earth. It makes mud. And that's why we're getting motherfucking messy, right? We like messy. How does it feel to get even deeper and record yourself singing, humming, saying, screaming out loud these shadows, these things you are embarrassed of, and just letting them out into the world, even if they are only for your ears? Because sometimes even saying them out loud is a big enough boomerang to bop ourselves on the noggin and beat our butts in, or kick ourselves in the own ass, right? Like sometimes that's all you need to do is just say it out loud and bring awareness to it, right? Because that's what shining a light is. You shine a light on a shadow and the shadow disappears. Not that it's going to disappear the minute you are like, I said it out loud. No, it's not just going to disappear that way, but it brings it to a space where once you know about it, then you can grow about it. Let me say that one more time because I liked it and I made it up right on the spot. Once you know about it, then you can grow about it. What do you know? What do you know? I actually really like that, and I challenge y'all to do some recording of yourself because this is a different kind of a release into the ether. I mean, think about that. It's like a small gift you can give yourself and make sure that the universe can hear you. I'm releasing. I'm letting go of. I no longer give a fuck about, because sometimes the most enlightened response is fuck off. And that's that. Diddy dat, kitty cat, cat, cat. Rock on, rock on. And also that recording can be a reminder. It can be a super rad reminder of where you started, how far you've come, how much you have grown, right? So just know that recording it is going to be probably the deepest, most maybe scary. But think about what it would feel like to listen to that. Hold on, I have to let my dog in from outside. Come on, Thomas Jefferson. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Oh, my old man. Yeah, my old man. Good boy. I've got a almost 16-year-old, just old man, a curmudgeon of a pup. And he's just so sweet and so slow. So I appreciate you sticking with me while I let my dog in. Thank you. All right. Now, next, like I mentioned, that was a super rad side bay. Thank you. This supermoon is all about the feels. Let's go back to what the supermoon entails, because it is a supermoon. It's going to be all about super high emotions and feel your way through your emotions and use your body as a channel. Right? Because like I said, if you can find a way to match the frequencies of your physical body with your emotional state, that is a big motherfucking deal, y'all. Because that's where aligned action can really start to dig some heels in and do their dance. Do a little dance and make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Whoo! Right? Because once you get down with this full moon and do that dirty work, you're not going to be the same because you're playing a new game. And that's what it means to make a genuine intentional change. And that's it, boo. No, and we're not done yet. I could have ended right there, but I won't. We still have a lot to go through. How about some altar correspondence? Altar correspondence. Okay, for altar correspondence, let's start with colors. For Taurus, we could go with emerald green, rose pink, maybe some earth tones, some copper, maybe champagne gold, something a little bubbly, chickadee. For Scorpio, on the oppositional axis, we could go with deep burgundy, maybe black, some crimson blood red or blood orange, maybe dark purple, that kind of a vibe, the deep, rich vibe. If you wanted to blend them, you could do like a forest green with a burgundy accent type of a look, or maybe wearing all like the rich jewel tones, the sapphire, the emerald, the amethyst, the garnet, all of those jamolas, right? The citrine, those rich jewel tones to really embody luxury, and embody the finer things in life, because that's what we're doing, is we're releasing things during Scorpio to make room for more luxury and abundance and beauty, because that's what Venus wants to bring us here in this full moon. All right, how about accessories? If you wanted to accessorize with these sun and moon signs, the Taurus accessories could be luxurious fabrics, right? We've already talked about the silk and the velvet and the really furry, fuzzy types of blankets, like the Ugg boot type of yeah. I can't wait to sink into this sensual vibe. Jewelry, earth tones, flower crowns, maybe going barefoot if it's still nice out near you, going barefoot, really doing some earthing, really getting grounded before the full moon comes and swoops you up, buttercup. For Scorpio, maybe dark clothing, leather, pleather, please. Powerful statement pieces, maybe some red lipstick, red nails, or anything that brings you the feeling of mysterious and sexy vibration, right? Step onto that frequency, chickadee. For crystals and stones, holla to all my crystal witches out there. For Taurus, we've got rose quartz for self-love and embodying that Venus energy, that Aphrodite Venus energy. Maybe emerald, green aventurine, jade for prosperity and abundance. Malachite for luxury. Copper is also a good one as well. Maybe some rose gold. For Scorpio, you could use obsidian, black tourmaline for like the shadow work vibes, maybe some hematite or shungite for like that grounding heavy energy, maybe some smoky quartz, garnet, bloodstone, or labradorite, one of my personal favorites, labradorite for the transformational vibes of that super rad stone that has the rainbows in it. I love that stone so much. All right, so herbs, flowers, plants, if you want to bring that into your practice. For Taurus, roses, thyme, mint, sage, violet, you're turning violet, apple blossoms, wheat, or patchouli. For Scorpio, maybe some wormwood, basil, pomegranates, right? Persephone, pomegranates, chrysanthemums, any prickly plants, like a cactus or a thistle would be good, prickly kinds of plants. Dragon's blood, cypress, black rose for Scorpio as well. Foods and drinks, as we are in the snack moon. Snacks and naps with this moon. No judgment, Judy, if you want some snacks and naps. Taurus says yes. Taurus, yes, Taurus. Some decadent treats would be great. Some chocolate, maybe honey cake. Freshly baked bread. Ooh, think about freshly baked bread stinking up, smelling up, vibing up your whole house. Not stinking up. It smells good. It smells good. Grapes, maybe anything sensual and delicious for Taurus. Some creamy goat cheese, maybe some slow roasted root vegetables like some turnips or some sweet potato or carrots, things like that. Oats with honey, maybe some avocado toast if that rocks and rolls to your palate. For Scorpio, some foods and drinks could be, think about dark foods. Maybe some devil's food cake would be great, or pomegranates, beets, maybe black garlic, rich red wine, potentially dark chocolate, blackberries, things that are on the dark spectrum would be rad to include in your feast if you want to. And speaking of feast, like what would it look like to do a death and rebirth meal? Right, like something really luxurious, or something. So maybe something fermented, something that is about life, or something that is, composted, that has transformed from something into something else, served really beautifully and luxuriously, right? Because your eyes eat first, right? So something that represents transformation. Oh, you know what would be good one? I just made sweet potato apple soup. And it was sweet potato apple soup, and then I included onion, and then I put nutmeg and cinnamon and served it with a little bit of heavy cream, some pomegranate seeds, chopped up apples, and chopped up pecans. And it was so fucking dope, y'all. It was so good, and it felt grounding, and it was like my Samhain offering, but it was so good for this moon to embody those root vegetables with transformation and then serve it luxuriously. Like a grounding, rooting, super rad, awesome meal. The death rebirth meal. Yeah, side bay. Scents and oils for your altar correspondence. If you'd like, for Taurus, you can use rose, vanilla, sandalwood, ylang ylang, or vetiver. For Scorpio, how about some patchouli, some dragon's blood, myrrh, cypress, and frankincense. For symbols and altar items, if you wanted to include some symbols that represent both Taurus or Scorpio, for Taurus, you could choose a bull icon or a horn, maybe some coins for your abundance, some rolled up dollar bills, $5 bills, $100 bills, whatever you got, roll them up, put them on your altar, put them in some rice or some quinoa or something that you can stand them up in to represent the multitude of abundance you're bringing into your life as you release and let go with Scorpio. Jewelry, flowers, fresh flowers, always throw away dead flowers and dead leaves right away because it is literally stagnant energy you're allowing in your home. Mirrors to represent Venus, or mirrors to represent that you are ready to reflect with this full moon what you need to release back to yourself or eliminate. We're illuminating what needs to be eliminated. Or we could choose bull imagery, anything beautiful, anything that you think is beautiful. Maybe a mound of earth or any small plant or seedling would be good too. Anything that represents earth is awesome. For Scorpio, the snake or the scorpion, the phoenix, yes, the firebird. Maybe some keys for unlocking mysteries. Ooh, maybe some ancestral photos because we just got out of Samhain, which was all about honoring our ancestors and the energy that our elders and our ancestors bring to us as we are doing our inner work. Also, bones, a cauldron, a labyrinth, or a dark scrying mirror would also be great. Some movement practices for your altar correspondence, or if you wanted to do some movement practices. For Taurus, try some slow grounding yoga, maybe walking barefoot, doing that earthing, right? Walking barefoot in the earth. Some sensual dance, like slow dance with yourself. Turn on one of those Barry White jams or those D'Angelo jams, rest in peace D'Angelo, or some Maxwell jams, or whatever those jams are that make you feel like you want to slow dance with yourself. And take that moment to embody that, right? Think of, while you do that, do some neck and throat stretches, like really, really embody the sensuality and the movement of your sacral chakra, your womb space, so to speak. Maybe even cupping your belly, thinking of those Empress Tarot vibes. Also for Taurus, you can put the Hierophant on your altar. And for Scorpio, you can put the Death Rebirth card. Dig it? Dig it. All right. For Scorpio movement practices, my apologies. Coming back, some cathartic movement, any shaking or ecstatic dancing, right? Shake it off, shake it off. Anything that moves energy through you as it can be heavy. You can feel like you are stuck in the mud. So doing some jumping, some lymphatic dancing, some rebounding, some, just bouncing up and down on your heels. Anything that is shaking movement and moving energy through you is great. And then after that, doing some breath work would be fantastic. Some transformational, maybe breath of fire type of breath work, or like anything that opens your hips, because that is where we hold a lot of sexual and emotional and sensual energy, and where we hold a lot of things that we desire to release. So doing some hip openers, and I'm also going to do hip openers because I know when my hips are stuck, it's because I'm afraid of moving forward. So utilize this supermoon vibe to really sink into that body and feel those hips opening. And a lot of times I get emotional when I the somatic breathing type stuff and the hip opening deals. Like, hip openers are road openers. And if you are ready to make some major moves, open up them GD hips, boo. I'm telling you. So there's that as well. I don't know if you need it, but if you need it, I just threw it down. So yes, as you're putting your altar together and doing these practices, like, feel free, witches and wizards. I can't tell you how awesome it is to have you practice your practice and share that practice with me, right? I would love to see your luxury as a Taurus. I would love to see, even if it's small or big, anything that you want to put out. And if you want to share your altar with me or share what you're doing to celebrate this full moon in Taurus and new entrance into your shadow work for the year, I would love to know what makes you melt into a puddle of magical pleasure. Didn't really think about that one before I said it, but seriously, that is as sensual as I can get, is what makes you melt into a puddle of magical pleasure. So share that with me, chickadees. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for pulling me into your practice. I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored. So thank you for listening to this quirky, cosmic, moon-minded masterpiece that I call the Magic is Messy podcast. The Magic is Messy podcast. Thank you for supporting me. I don't know if I say that enough, but after I took that little break in Side Bay, I'm literally on the daily blown away by how many of you have, reached out with stories or reached out with your practice, reached out with excited support to be plunging back into this practice with me as a part of it. So thank you for inviting me back to your practice. And now Ace. We've got Ace as our super rad co-host. And also, side bay. We are psyched to also be in the works of bringing more witches and wizards onto the airwaves with us. Because, building this community, I feel like we deserve an opportunity to plug into something that fills us and enlightens us and embodies, the excitement of what it means to live life and practice in a space of safety and sacredness. And that's what we do. That's what we're creating. And that's what we're hoping to create with this Magic is Messy collective. Now, as we've come back and we're on the next iteration of what this podcast can create, right? Creating a community and a collective that thrives on the high vibes of acceptance and equality and empowerment and radical responsibility of taking control of your own life and making changes in your own life to then ripple out and make changes in the world around you. And that's it. That's it. Not just what it is, it's all that it is and everything else encompassing. I'm super, super psyched to bring new things forward and rebirth new ideas into the ether. So thank you for being a part of that, friends and lovers and sisters and brothers, for being a part of the Magic is Messy movement. So throwing super Care Bear style hearts to use to all of yous for all of the woohoos and the high fives. So thank you for the energetic exchange. All right. Right here is I used to go into not pick-me-ups per se, but yeah, they were pick-me-ups. They were easy pick-me-up style plugins, right? Like super rad ways to plug into the Lunation. And now what we are now doing is the Magic board, the Make a Genuine Intentional Change board, which is kind of like a bingo style setup that you have all of these options on one piece of paper with a bunch of prompts to plug you into the Lunation. And that is now available on the website. It will be available for every full and new moon. So feel free to go on magicismessy.com and grab yourself one of those. It's ready on the front page and ready to play. Chicken day. And one of the surprises that I absolutely love to do, and we will then get back into our rituals, ladies and gentlemen, but I really, really love that when you buy or purchase one of these game boards, you are thrown into the witch's hat for a 30-minute tarot reading with me, Kitty D, and I'm honored to do these readings. So let's get into our winner really quickly. Here's all the pieces of paper. You can hear them. Here you go. Boom shakalaka shakakan. And our winner is, here, let me do it. Rachel Burt is our winner. So if you are listening, Rachel, get a hold of me and be like, hey, I won the 30-minute reading with you, boo. And I look forward to scheduling your session with you. So that'll be a 30-minute recorded reading that I will send you when we're finished. And I look forward to reading for you, Rachel. So congrats, and spirit fingers are on their way to you. Be-do. And I'm ready to rock a reading with you. Okay. Woo! Let's get to closing this whole rad awesome moon, right? We're already hitting about 45 minutes or so. So let's get into closing this overall moon jam. And then we'll have another rad ritual. And then your time is precious and oh so valuable. So I will let you go. But I'm honored you are practicing your practice with me. And speaking of practice, this supermoon is a really awesome way to practice some practical magic with one more ritual. Dig it? So remember that ritual that we talked about when it was getting into your secret, sacred, subconscious space where you are living in the lap of luxury and you are able to embody what luxury and abundance and success feels like while we are also inviting a light into our shadow space. So I want you to go even deeper into that sensual shadow snack jam from before that we already discussed. And you can go back and write down the steps to that and then come back to this if you want to. But first, I would like you to create your space. Call in your corners, call in your elements, call in your deities, your guides, your ancestors, all of the energies that have your best intentions in mind. And what we do first is we take care of all of our senses, right? We're in the full moon of Taurus. Taurus is sensuality. It is beauty abundant. So first, we take care of all of our senses. And because we are in a supermoon, the emotions are still high. So remember that. We are embodying and sipping into our physical nature in order to allow these emotions to channel themselves through our physical body, right? So let's sink into our senses. Let's start with a bath with those candles and oils and flowers and scent amazingnesses. Like I want you to hit every single sense we have. And to do that, let's kind of make ourselves into a simmer pot, right? You are the simmer pot. You are the altar. Let's get our kitchen witching on and bring all of these things into our physical realm in order to embody and immediately integrate the emotional changes into our physical world. So the oils, the petals, the pomegranate seeds, the cut up apples, whatever you want to bring as decadent foods, maybe some red wine or some pomegranate juice. Light all of the candles or the smelly stuffs, as I mentioned, right? Invite in the darkness. Turn off all the lights, bathe in moonlight or bathe by the flames. Maybe bring a mini charcuterie of goodies that make your mouth water, or maybe even, like we mentioned, some devil's food cake or a death dessert, something that is really dark and decadent and sexy and rich, that makes you feel naughty, right? That's kind of the embodiment that we're also looking for. Maybe you can put on a shadowy jam, one of your favorite kind of slip in deep songs, whatever that looks like, maybe some lounge jazz. Or if you want to, you can check out my Paid to Exist playlist on the Spotify, Superfly. You can find me at Kitty Desjardins. Also, if you want to have a comfy robe or a soft pillow, blanket, fluffy towel, a towel in a warmer, if you can make that happen, or a towel waiting for you in your dryer that just got done with you, we're bathing, anything that is ready for you when you get out that is super luxurious and physically pleasing. So let's take care of all of our senses. If you go back to the beginning of the episode and put a lot of this information into that ritual already, you can have a super mega supermoon ritual. So now, after your physical space is set with intention, right? Intention is everything. Take what you need and the rest you can leave. But once your space is set with intention and you are sacred and you are supported and you are safe and you feel sexy, remember, you are the altar, boo. You are the altar, boo. I mean, feel free to wear you a crown, queen. I mean, queen. I mean, do what feels good, because that's what we're really embodying is good feels and feels that are good to release. Dig it? Okay, cool. What I would love for you now to do is invite in the scorpion sting. And this is the least amazing part, but the best part. Right? Once you get over the fear of it and stare it in the face, it is going to bring you to a brand new place. Yes. So I want you to invite in the scorpion sting. And by doing this, we're going to grab a piece of paper and put 2 columns, one line right down the center. And you can choose either we do what I value versus what I spend my energy on, or you can do what I think I lack versus something I'm grateful for. You can choose how deep you want to get with it. And if you do the lack versus gratitude, when you're done with it, sit in all of the things you have. Sit in the shift from all of the gratitude vibes that you called into your life. Or if you do the one that is what I value versus what I spend my energy on, right? Circle what doesn't match. Or maybe sometimes we just need to stare it in the face that you spend way more energy on this and it's just not bringing you any enjoyment. And now releasing that to make room for what you do value, because that is what's going to bring you more excitement and engagement and enjoyment of life. So those are 2 things that you can look into, or 2 lists that you can make while you are sitting in this bathtub, while you are doing the sensual shadow snack embodiment ritual practice, shabam malama ding dong boom shakalaka shaka khan, while you are thinking of sinking into your shadow space. If you can't find things that are begging to be released or let go, maybe doing this column could trip on something for you to begin your self-love shadow work journey on. Like I said, be on the lookout for the What the Fuck is Shadow Work episode that Ace and I are going to be putting out super, super soon. We've got one about what the fuck is moonology coming up, so you can really sink into doing your work, your inner work, outer work practice with the cycles and super rad timepiece, cosmic timepiece that the moon provides for us. So that's also something we're doing. Once again, reminder to jam Ola with us on Thursday, November 6th at 7 p.m. CST for the Full Moon Zoom Boom. You can find that on the front page of magicismessy.com alongside of the Full Moon, Supermoon, Taurus magic board. They make a genuine intentional change game board. So you can get that. I think that's it. So thank you. This supermoon is a mega bright spotlight to give us a gift. Like I already said at the very beginning, this is a gift style moon, a gift of, it's giving you a gift of a chance to find out what we truly value by releasing what is dead weight. Like I said, that's why we're doing the columns in that last ritual. It's giving you an opportunity to sink into a soft, safe nest of comfort, to face your uncomfort in the process, in the practice of shining light into our shadows. Like that is uncomfortable shit. Self-hating inner talk. That is uncomfortable. And it is a gift to be given a luxurious space to let go, a comfortable place to transform, right? A gift of the cosmic kind of push and pull movement, right? That shaking it off, that push and pull energy to wake us up and break us free. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is truly all I have for you. I just wanted to tell you again how grateful I am. This is a moon of abundance and gratitude and prosperity, and really sinking in deeply to what you value in life. And I truly value the opportunity to be here on the airwaves with you, for beginning to connect in community, for the growth, for the referrals, for everything that you bring to me and everything I can bring to you in return. I hope that the energy exchange is equal. And truly, for all of it, boys, girls, diamonds, pearls, guys, gals, non-binary pals, all of the witches and wizards and sisters and misters, please remember in all ways, that during this lunation, your power lies in knowing when to hold on and when to let go. And this is what I kind of want to leave you with, because you are absolutely worthy of grace, ease, and all of life's luxuries. And when you give to the universe gives back to you, right? When you're sending out the good boomerangs and sending out the good vibes and sending out the empowerment vibes of equality and transformation, and bringing the world into a new space of understanding what the words magic mean, what the words witch mean, what it means to be part of something bigger than yourselves and a big part of a community. That's what we're using these moons for. That's what we're growing together for. So during this lunation, it's a super rad one. Use the luxury to let go. Use this space of stability and safety and comfort with the Taurus fixed earth vibe to sink in deeply to your shadows and do some work. Use it as a jumpstart, because you can still be grounded while you go. You can still be grounded while you grow and find new treasures while you let go. Thank you so much for being a part of the Magic is Messy Collective. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon for the next episode.